get underway. It's Atletico Madrid kicking from right to left as we look. Valencia playing for a place in the top four, and Atletico Madrid playing to stay second and to keep the La Liga title alive. The club's history.
Having said that, he came on at the weekend against Eibar, game that I was working on, and I have to say he changed the match. I thought he played really well.
Juanfran into Griezmann. Griezmann lays the ball off to Koke and he gets the shot away, but it's over the top. Opening first 5 minutes. We know that Valencia are the counter-attacking specialists, though. Ball flashes across the face of the 6-yard box. It was Morata who got closest to it. Good cross from Lemar and Simone Lemar. Lemar with the cross, and Griezmann wins the corner. Nearly intercepted by Koke, but Guedes comes away with it for Valencia. Runs straight into trouble though. Morata back to Koke, now with Griezmann. He's got Morata ahead of him. Griezmann finds Lemar. Lemar into Griezmann, gets it back. Those two, so much was expected of their partnership this season, their link play. We haven't seen too much of it. Here's Juanfran with the cross, and it's converted at the far post by Alvaro Morata.
Good news all round then, Pete, really, and a brilliant goal from Atletico Madrid. 6th of the season in La Liga for Alvaro Morata. What an impact he's made at Atletico Madrid. But I tell you what, it's not good news for Valencia, and especially Gonzalo Guedes. What a terrible mistake in the build-up to this goal. It was Guedes, you'll remember, who was bursting through, trying to take on the entire Atletico Madrid side. Took on one man too many.
Griezmann, Morata runs ahead of him. And Morata receives the ball from Griezmann. Morata gets the shot away. Saul gives it straight to Dani Parejo. And the ball back from Rodri to Oblak, but he gives it straight to get it. Early the Atletico Madrid bench, Arias, Thomas, Kalinic. We haven't seen too much of him of late. It's not been a great first season, and will it be his first and last season for Atletico Madrid? Correa, Vitolo and Montero. Just one defeat in 22 games. Here's Lemar with another chance to run at Daniel Vaz. Vaz has got support defensively from Soler. The ball comes back to Felipe Luis, who tries the shot. And Neto makes the save. The ball runs loose, but the referee's whistle will save Valencia.
It's clear it's for Lemar to take on Daniel Vaz.
Well, Daniel Vaz is very much... Here's the goal again, the link play between Lemar and Griezmann. The ball out to Juanfran, the excellent cross and the finish from Morata. But as you pointed out, immediately after, it all started back just a little bit further than that when Guedes gave the ball away. Releases Santimina. Gamero, nice touch on for Guy, who's continued his run. He's got Guedes to his right. Guedes now on the edge of the area. Will he let fly? Still Guedes.
And really clever from Gamero to flick it between his legs.
Here's Santimina. Santimina plays in. Gamero, is he going to score against his former club? He is. It's a muted celebration. And Valencia are back in the game.
Absolutely brilliant from Valencia, and this goal was coming, much like Atletico Madrid's goal was coming. They dominated the open exchanges and quite deservedly went ahead. It's been all Valencia in the last 5-10 minutes. They've been creating danger, and here Santimina does so well because he's only got eyes for goal, and then suddenly he sees Kevin Gamero in space when the ball doesn't quite sit down for him after another superb piece of skill to get the ball away from Diego Godin. Here he wants to shoot, the ball doesn't sit down for him. He looks up, sees Kevin Gamero and slides it across to the striker, who finds the back of the net. Brilliant team goal from Valencia, and well deserved, I think. A little kind of body swerve left and right. Fantastic. Both Huesca in a couple of weeks. That could be the end of Huesca, and then they face Valladolid on the last day of the season.
Santimina to Gamero, back to Guedes. Santimina waits for the return. It comes, he gets his head.
They haven't been there all season, but just when it counts, they're getting things right, and you could say maybe their attention will...
Guedes' ball into the area, headed away by Felipe Luis, comes out.
And he played as a right back at some part against Eibar, so he really is a versatile midfielder.
Here's Griezmann. Morata back out to Lemar. Lemar with a cross, Griezmann with a header, and Atletico Madrid are back in front. Just 3 minutes into the second half, it was all so easy. The cross dinked to the back post.
Lemar once again involved as he was with the first. Fantastic little step over in the build-up from Koke, and then Lemar has all the time in the world to pick out Griezmann, not closed down by Daniel Vass, who's more worried about giving away a penalty for a handball. And what about this from Antoine Griezmann getting ahead of Gaia? Okay, Gaia's not a centre-back, not the biggest player on the pitch, but it's far too simple. Griezmann's got 2 yards to make up on Gaia, just wants it more, gets there ahead of the Valencia left-back and nods it into the back of the net. Another goal for Atletico, another goal for Griezmann, and they take the lead again. How he's played, he's not had a good game at all, Gonzalo Guedes.
Well, we'll ask Bruno in a moment just how he took his place on the Valencia bench, but they've got a chance here. It's Carlos Soler with a shot, it's across the face of the goal. Out to Parejo. Santi Mina inadvertently gives the ball to Koke. He gives it to Griezmann. It's drilled across the face of the area. Morata might finish here.
Right, against Huesca, 2 brilliant goals though from the home side. Enrique Gallego with the first, a clever little flick that ended up going through the goalkeeper's legs.
Gaia to Carlos Soler. Gaia's continued his run. He pulls the ball back across the face of the area. The shot comes in and it took a deflection on.
In Las Rozas, just down the road from this stadium. I don't think you can give that as a handball, can you? His arms...
Well, it's in a natural, what we would call a natural position, although does he stick the elbow out, Duncan?
Yeah, just from that angle, maybe he does stick it out slightly, sticking out the elbow, and the referee Hernandez goes over to the screen to take a look at this one. It strikes him, Saul that is, on the arm, no question about it. It looks in a pretty natural position to me, but there's that tiny movement. Let's see.
Well, the referee hasn't taken very long to make his decision. He trots back out onto the pitch, draws the square in the sky, and he's given a penalty. But you also saw there the referee just jut the elbow out a little bit to say that's exactly what he did. So up steps Dani Parejo. He's missed a couple recently. Can he score here to put Valencia back on level terms in the Metropolitano? Boos ring round the stadium and Parejo scores.
I'm nearer to the Valencia dugout, so I can tell you about their celebrations more than about Diego Pablo Simeone's reaction to the goal, but I can see him now talking to the linesman, so I'd imagine, knowing Diego Pablo Simeone, as we all know, you'd imagine that his frustration is more towards the referee than to Saul.
There have been penalties, but it's an incredible return for the captain of Valencia.
And the header from Griezmann just passed. So I think if most people were picking a team of the season, then he may well be in central midfield. Brilliant for Valencia through the good times and the bad, really. When things weren't going well, he was one of those that was standing up.
We can play Eibar, we can go to Huesca, we can host Alaves, and we can go to Valladolid and probably pick up 12. So
what a goal that is! Atletico Madrid back in the lead, and it's the substitute Correa.
Be pushing for a place in the starting 11. Of course he'd prefer to be up front, but if he can do this kind of thing from midfield, what a brilliant goal. And Neto, you just got the feeling that he knew this was going in. There was nothing that he could do, and he kind of just looked towards the net and thought, please don't bulge, but it definitely did. Wonderful strike, beautiful curler.
Wonderful goal. Here's Morata. He's got the pace to beat Garay. Pulls the ball back, Griezmann with a header, and in the end,
unselfish play, was always taking the ball out wide to be able to dink this cross back into the box. And well, Pete, you were mentioning Griezmann's jump. He's done it again there. He's got head and shoulders above the Valencia. Look at that leap, it's absolutely brilliant.
Atletico Madrid, but they have found some space here with Santi Mina. Santi Mina with the cross.
Certainly making some of the Atletico Madrid fans slightly nervous here at the Wanda Metropolitano as we get another opportunity to see this wonderful goal.
The ball in play. And there goes the referee's whistle. 5 goals, but 3 of them for Atletico Madrid. Morata opened the scoring on 8 minutes. Gamero equalised against his old club. Griezmann put Atletico back in front. Dani Parejo made it 2-2 from the spot. But with an absolute thunderbolt, with 9 minutes left, Correa has won this for Atletico Madrid.